In this week's Torah portion, we do not have the Ten Commandments discussed, but we do have the discussion about the first and the second set of tablets. The first one, which was broken, and the second one, which Moshe Rabbeinu was able to beg from Hashem to receive it. And it's also the Parshat Para that we read at the end of the Torah reading. We're going to be reading in the second Sefer Torah the story, or it's not the story, the commandment of the red heifer. Is there a connection? Stay with me and you'll hear a fascinating story in the Talmud and how they're so intrinsically connected. But first of all, thank you, Hashem. Mizmor l'soido, ri l'adonu kol ha'aretz iv l'sadenu b'simcha bo lefono b'nono, du k'adonu elihemu hu asanu v'lo anachna mitzvah merisa b'yishor b'soido chatzroisi b'silo, hodo lebaruch shemo ki tov Adonai le'olam chazdoi, v'yad doir v'doir emunosoi. Erev Shabbos. Let's give some tzedakah. Listen to the story, the Talmud in Kiddushin, page 31, brings. There is a whole lengthy discussion about one of the commandments of the Ten Commandments, which is Kabed es avicho ve'esimecha. One must honor your parents. A logical mitzvah. This is one of those that is very, very logical. Obviously, your parents brought you into this world, they raised you, they take care of you, they give you everything they need, they put you on your feet, so respect them. That's a very simple meaning. Deeper meaning is to appreciate, understand that your parents should be honored because they're partners with God in bringing you into this world. So just like you need to honor God, you need to honor his partners. But the Gemara says the following: to what extent, how far does one have to go with honoring your parent? If you look at the Shulchan Aruch, in the Code of Jewish Law, it is pretty severe. But here's what the Talmud answers. Amar Rav Yehuda Amar Shmuel, Shalos Rabbi Eliezer, Rabbi Yehuda Shmuel says that he asked Rabbi Eliezer, Ad heichon kibud aveim? How far does the mitzvah of honoring your parents go? Amar Lam, so he tells them, Tzu'u uru. Take an example. Ma asa nachi echad la'aviv ba'ashkelon. What his Gentile did for his father in the city of Ashkelon. A non-Jewish family living in Ashkelon, apparently a very, very successful businessman, and son lived with his father. And his name was Dama ben Nesina. That's his name. And the Gemara says the following. The sages came all the way from Jerusalem. They needed one of the stones for the garment of the high priest of the Kohen Gadol. And he happened to have, they found out that he has that particular jewel. They were ready to pay him. Now this seems like an exorbitant price. 600,000 gold coins. Now I have difficulties wrapping gold dinners, wrapping my mind around it. 600,000, even small little gold coins. That's quite a hefty price, even to today's rate. But anyway, that's what the Talmud says. And in fact, Rav Kahane says they were talking about 800,000. Good deal. There was something that didn't work. What didn't work? The key to the vault where he had that stone, his father was protecting it. And he kept it under the pillow where he slept. And he fell asleep. Father fell asleep. So he didn't want to wake up his father. He was ready to lose 600,000 gold coins, not wake up his father. That says the Gemara. Here's an example of what means respecting your parents. But he didn't go unrewarded. A while later, when the sages needed to purchase a red heifer, they're not so readily available. They heard that Dama ben Nesina has one. So they came to him. Can we purchase from you the? And he says, absolutely. What's your price? And he can give any price he wants because he's the only one who has it. And he says, I'm going to be fair. The money you wanted to pay me for that stone, for that precious jewel, this is what I'm going to charge you. So God rewarded him. So respecting your parents is not a one-way street. God says, you will be rewarded.